Okay, let's take a look at the menu bar up here. Tools, tutorials, troubleshooting, system tools, and upgrades. And you'll see some redundancy in these for if you want to search for an update or search for more Cliff software. You'll find that in more than one of these drop-down headings. But let's just quickly go through these. Run systems test. This is after you set up your system. If you set up your software and get your Moz key and do all that, you want to test it. Test Google, test YouTube, the SERPs, read that, and he'll tell you some common issues. But the number one common issue of if Niche Pulse is not running right on your computer, it's your security software. So you just kind of make sure you set Niche Pulse as an exception. And you can find out how to do that online. There's a million videos on it. Okay, so going back to this, you'll also see where sometimes it says experimental beta after something. And here, see there, and Cliff has always been really good with his tools. When his users ask for something that would make it even better, he's so good about adding it. And but when he does that, you know, we're basically his beta users when they're testing it out. If it works, great for all of us. If it doesn't, sometimes he will take it out because, you know, it's just a distraction. But anyway, country selection tool. This is awesome for people who are marketing in different countries and want to use different languages and set it to a specific country. You can use that. Append keywords, brutal keyword tool, negative keyword tool, keyword master, and alternative keyword tool are optional keyword tools that he's built into the software, and some of them are just awesome. My favorite is the keyword master because this is pulling, let's say you search for dog training. At the bottom of your search results in Google, you know, they give a list of related keywords. Well, this pulls all those and in massive amounts. So Google, Bing, Yahoo, Amazon, Wikipedia, and in the 3.5 update that Cliff released, he had an Android because I didn't see that before, or maybe I missed it. But anyway, you can save it to your file, save it to a clipboard. You can you know, add positive, negative keywords. Really good tool. You can get thousands upon thousands of keywords there and add your list in here. Or normally, like with, I just did a run on the Stop Barking. It pulls up about 2003 keywords. I'm not sure about why it's not an even number. It's usually 2001, 2003, something like that. So you can let the software pull the keywords on its own, or you can build your own keyword lists and add it to it. But going back to this, these are where those keywords are found, okay? And tutorials. He has a ton of tutorials for each little thing that Niche Pulse does. Do take the time to go through all of them, because sometimes he mentions something in a tutorial that comes to mind that you're going to miss if you don't just take the time to sit down and watch all those tutorials, okay? Check for update. This is redundant in some of these other ones, okay? So just know that he does do updates on his software. So always make sure you check, and that'll take you to where to download the new one. It'll update it. More software from Cliff. That's redundant here too. So if you're thinking about it, it's always there. Basic to advanced video training. Excellent training. Watch that. Run systems tests. Let's see, wasn't that over here? Yes, that's redundant too. Troubleshooter. That'll help you with certain things. Probably, yeah, and that's going to take you to a page, and I won't wait for it to open because my browser's running slow today. I'm not sure why. But let's see. Best security, computer security. Get your Moz credentials. This is the first thing you're going to want to do, because right here, as you see, you need to put in your Moz number and you need to put in your whatever the API key. Okay, so check for updates again. Report trouble. That'll go to his support desk. More software from Cliff. Check for updates. Set up proxy if you want to use proxy, especially if you are using that international, let's see over here, the country selection tool. You may want to use proxies. Otherwise, I'm good to go. I never use proxies with this. Get video tags. Very important. You know, in some of your other tools, you may be thinking, oh, great, I can pull all those tags and add them to my videos, and I am truly competing, and I can beat my competition's video hands down. No, you can't. Ever notice how at the end of that list it has an ellipsis, those 3 little dots? And that means there's more. Because YouTube doesn't give them to most everybody, because most of those tools are pulling it from the metadata for the page where that video is on. That's where they're pulling the keywords from. This, on the other hand, if you put your keyword in here, well, your YouTube video URL in here, this pulls the true tags, all of them. And I actually bother to count the characters in all the other tools where I get these keyword tags from for videos. There's usually about 122, 125 characters. Well, remember, tags, we can put in 500 characters total for all our keyword tags, right? So we're only getting about 20-25% with those other tools. This will pull all 500 characters and all the keywords in those 500 characters, all right? So these are the true tags, and here's the non-English ones, okay? Remember, it's experimental, but reportedly it's working fine. Check RPI. Down here, you can do that here if you want to check an individual one, or you can put your YouTube video URL in there and it will check it. Oh, I shouldn't have pushed OK. I should have done cancel. Hopefully it, yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, so moving right along, more software. View all campaigns. This will take you to the page where on your computer, program files, niche pulse campaigns, and it'll list every keyword folder, and which keeps all your keywords very organized. Okay, so moving right along, we're over here. Campaigns. All right, these 3: modify loaded campaign, soft reset loaded campaign, delete loaded campaign. He has a video explaining exactly how to do that and what that means, and I don't want to confuse you here, but you can easily manipulate the keywords and in what order and when you pick up where you left off. The upgrades. I'm not sure why this is called upgrades, but because it's always been here. You can create a PDF report from the keywords. Once this is done and pulls all the keywords, or actually every run, so if I run 10 at a time, if I just run these 10, or if I run up to 500, mostly I run 500 at a time because I do mass keywords and mass promotions. Okay, so at 500 it would stop, and it comes up, shows me the PDF. Well, it shows me the list, and then from there I can just click on this. It will create a PDF report. I can put a beautiful photo on the front, make it really pretty, have titles. I can write, you know, pages or a page. I just do a title page and do something nice. And then it will print that report out in PDF. And when you get to the very list, I do it as I go along, so I never lose anything in case, you know, nothing ever bad has really happened, but just in case it does, I just always do it as I go. So I'll do it 500 times, even if I have a 50,000 word keyword list. But when I finish the 50,000, you bet, I create a PDF report for it. And the other thing is you can, here, we'll just pull this up and I'll show you. You can do this. Look at the CSV file. It'll put in a CSV file for you, and I'll show you what I do to make this more readable and look prettier. Number one, I go over here, just click right there in the corner and align this left align, and now I can see how everything actually lines up. Okay, and move these over a little bit. There's nothing there, but there's that. Okay. One thing about, because all this is kind of, this was a wish that we all had, and he added it, so it comes under the experimental thing. Now this is going to crunch and crash because I have to move this cord. Okay. Just click here and go to the far right. I would go over because sometimes there may be something out here you don't actually see and you don't want to miss your information, but safe to say I can do this. And I just highlight that, I cut it, and then I move it over one. All right, I just move it over into the next, everything over, and now it lines up. Okay, now in this result for this, I mean, this is what would have come up in the PDF, but I'll pull that up and show you the PDF in just a sec so you can see what that looks like. But to me, this is the most important part. Usually this will have 1s, 47, 48 or whatever, but you know, the dog training niche it's a tough one. All the dog stuff. Everybody loves to do dog training, right? But anyway, I come over here and I just sort from the smallest to largest. Expand selection, yes. But it's putting it in the same order that it came in. Normally, you won't ever see this happen like this. But you'll have 1s and all that other here. Here, these are very optimized. Whoever did these videos, these are all videos up here. And then when there is no video on page 1 Google, it will just show your keyword, and then it will tell you roughly there's one video that's tried ranking in YouTube, and there are 0 videos in Google. So anytime you see it in this format, where 0 videos in Google, it will always say 0 vids in Google, but it'll give you the number of video competitors. How many videos did somebody actually make and target this keyword with in YouTube or in Google? But we know there are no videos, because if there were videos, they would be up here and in this format, which gives you the keyword, the optimization, you know, the ranking potential thing, the title of that video, and the video URL. Now, what has happened here, as you can see, here I quickly figured out, see, they put a comma here, and so this is comma delimited. It's a comma delimited file. They put humanely, comma, effectively. So that's another little tip. If you're going to write a title for your video, make sure you don't use commas, because it can screw up your CSV files, okay? And basically, I just do the same thing, but I would just cut this, go back over here, and put that, I would add a space, because that well, okay, here's what I would do. I would copy that, not cut, and put it there, right? And then take that and cut it and put it here. But that's really not Cliff's fault. It's the way it comes in, so you may just have to tweak it just a little bit, but that doesn't take a whole lot of time. And then you can sort, you know, 10,000 keywords you can sort, and it'll put the ones with the videos. It'll give, and I sort it smallest to largest because I want to know who has a 1 that hasn't optimized their video. So that's how we can find that out. Okay. All right. So don't save that. And then let's go over here. Last of least, let's see. See, there was redundancy, country selection, PDF, and I'll show you the PDF and then we're done. All right. Okay. It's wanting to me, if I want to add a photo to there, it wants me to do that. I'm just going to hit open or cancel. And then we go to the next box. After you close this prompt, set the name of the PDF and the directory you want to save it in. All right, I'm going to call that, what was this? Stop barking. I've already saved that once, so I'm going to say stop barking. Well, I always put MP for niche pulse in front, so in case I put it in the wrong place, I can always refind it. Stop barking. See, I've already done it. 2. And let's just put it on my desktop for now. Next, enter any message you want to display under your image header. We're going to go quickly through this. So this was, I always put, for me, like for client report or whatever. Wait. Keyword, stop barking. And then just highlight that, bold it. I put it in a headline. I also put a nice picture, make that all pretty, and add kind of an essay under there. Now it's rendering it. Let's see.